This is Utah Royals soccer on the KSL Sports Zone.
It's a goal!
Today's match is presented by America First, the official credit union of the Utah Royals FC. America First has game-changing solutions for every financial need. So join the winning team today at americafirst.com. This is 97.5, the KSL Sports Zone.
Utah Royals pregame begins here on the Utah Royals radio network as they take on the San Diego Wave in a must-win situation for postseason qualification. This is the pregame show. I'm JP Chunga. Ahead of kickoff between these teams, combatants in the preseason, during the summer, and in NWSL regular season play. There are 3 games to go. 2 of them are at home for the Utah Royals, and this one tonight is a big one. Against San Diego, they trail them by 9 points with these 3 games to go. They have to get all 3 in each of the 3 and make sure that San Diego's results don't go better, and same for teams in between them in the standings. There's a chance, albeit slim, they can make the postseason for the Utah Royals. On a more realistic clip, Utah is 3 points away from last year's point total. They finished the season with 25 points after that huge second half of the year. Well, they can get to that mark tonight and even best it in the next couple weeks with 2 games to spare against Seattle and Washington. All to play for as they progress into 2026, as they continue in this spectacular run of form. Utah has opportunities, and they get it started tonight against San Diego, a team that they are very familiar with. But before we get into the breakdown of the game, reveal the starting 11, you hear from Jimmy Coonrats, I'd like to start with a little bit of a rewind in what you missed as the Utah Royals took on Chicago last week. Monahan trying to post up. Malum can only clear to Tanaka. A couple of cuts. Tanaka finds the bottom corner inside netting. Mina magic in the 59th minute. Can she make it a brace? Tanaka, 12 yards out. Facing Alyssa Nair. Tanaka again. A brace for Mina. And a doubling of the advantage for Utah. Penalty off of a handball by B. Franklin. Tanaka converts and makes it 2-0 to the visitors. Those were the goals for Utah. Chicago evened the score in the 86th minute. They had scored in the 83rd, and then in quick succession were able to get things done to make it an even game. And it was Michaela Johnson and Yvonne Chacon on the tally sheet for the Stars. They were able to make it a 2-2 game, and they split the points with Utah in that matchup in the Midwest. It was quite a game that, if you're looking at implications going forward, Kaylee Reel lost in the opening minutes. Amani Dorsey had to step up and go into the center back position. It was impressive to see, after not being expected to come into the game that early, for Amani to put in an 85-minute shift at center back. She was equally as impressive as what you've seen from Kaylee Reel, who, as a result of the injury, will unfortunately be out for the rest of the year. She played this season so capably, especially during this post-international break stint, where she was the one in center back alongside Kate Del Fava. She helped engineer this squad to 4-1-5 on their marks. And as they look towards next year, that Kaylee Reel, Kate Del Fava combination has to be one that is prioritized, because she has been so solid for Utah in the back. Major in the way that she's been able to be the tactical, non-risky center back alongside Kate Del Fava, who can use her athleticism. who can play free, unshackled, and be more willing to go out there and take risks that will help you win the ball higher up the field, will help you get and receive better passes from the back. Her dynamic forward passing play has been unreal to watch. But Real out for the season, that leaves a hole in the center back position. Not really a hole, but just cleats to fill. And in there, it'll be Ana Tejada. Let's reveal the starting 11 for the Utah Royals, as it is going to be a pivotal match against this San Diego side. In goal, Mandy McGlynn, who came back last week, looked very sharp against Chicago. She was tested by Ludmila. Now she's going to have another test against a very dynamic attacking structure from San Diego with Delphine Cascarino, the French international, and her French teammate, Kenza Dali. Mandy McGlynn, second in the NWSL in saves behind Claudia Dickey, who Utah will see next week in Lumen Field in the Pacific Northwest against the Reign. But McGlynn, second with 77 saves, 4 clean sheets on the year as she makes her 22nd start. In the back, Kate Del Fava, the mainstay, 4,000-plus minutes straight for the Utah Royals. And she is the first to 50 appearances for the club. Tonight, officially making appearance 5-0 for this Utah Royals in their return to royalty. Starting alongside her, Ana Tejada. She last played center back before the break against Seattle. She's played 7 matches at the center back position this season, and she's gotten her 21st appearance with tonight's first 11 selection. On the left, Nuria Rabano, who will be pivotal to shutting down Delphine Cascarino. Watch that 1v1 matchup. It was a part of the first game that these two teams played in week 2 of the NWSL season, but they've changed drastically. And Delphine Cascarino, Gia Corley, they were able to dominate in 1v1 situations in the first game. With Nuria's improvement, a matchup to watch on the left side. Nuria on the left. On the right, Yenny Thompson got her first NWSL goal against Louisville 3 weeks ago. She tries to build off of that as she makes her 18th start this season. So with Ana Tejada in the defensive line, who will replace her in the midfield? Ari Nagai, the rookie who played for UNC last season. She makes her 5th start of the season. Her last first 11 was against Gotham in August, but she was able to make 4 starts for this team coming out of the international break. And I was able to ask ahead of her very first start, I asked Jimmy Kunratz why he went that direction.
Yeah, I think Aria earned a starting 11 spot in the second game against San Diego. It was not something that we said, like, let's give her minutes. It was like, she deserves to play, she deserves to start, and play the 60 minutes amongst people that are starting NWSL games. So I think we saw a lot of exciting things from her, and it's looking forward to the game in the weekend where she will be able to show the same. So I think it's exciting for us to just have a player that's young and talented, but now also like gets the mix between experience, minutes, young, talented, and it's looking at what she can do at the highest possible level in this league.
She's stable on the ball. She can go alongside Claudia Zornoza, who is the maestro, wand of a left foot, and operate in a really good situation. When she came into the second half and replaced Ana Tejada in the midfield, things looked much better after an uncharacteristic first 45 where they were leaking opportunities to Chicago. It was a 0-0 scoreline, but they were getting broken down in their defensive shape. Up top, it's the familiar names. Mina Tanaka with a brace last week, and then Paige Monahan and Chloe Lacasse on the wings. All for the number 9, Aisha Solorzano, who makes her 15th start for the Guatemalan. She was called into Guatemalan camp just this week, and she'll be able to make her appearance with them during the international break coming up. So, only a couple of changes for the Utah Royals as they look at this match. Must win. A win to stay in for postseason qualification, trailing San Diego, who is in that final spot, 8th place on 31 points. Utah with 22, 3 to go. What to watch for from San Diego? That next, right here on the Utah Royals Radio Network.
The Utah Royals are turning up the heat, and they're not done yet. Be there Saturday night, November 2nd, as they close the regular season at home against the Washington Spirit. This is your last chance to see the Royals in action this season. Grab your seats now at UtahRoyals.com, and let's fill the stadium with Royals pride.
Isn't fall one of the best times of year? The weather's cooling down, leaves are changing, and so is our menu at the Garden Restaurant. Stop in and try some Garden favorite. The jalapeno pork sandwich perfectly balances sweet and spice. Plus, all things turkey, the turkey club and turkey cranberry sandwiches, or the delicious turkey pot pie that is made fresh daily. Warm up with our yummy soups like our tomato bisque, broccoli cheddar, or chicken noodle. Or pair a crisp salad with a savory sandwich for a delicious duo. What really makes the Garden special is the fresh ingredients and the handmade care that goes into each dish each time it is made. Like our massive cinnamon rolls, shareable between 4 people, our famous Lionhouse rolls, our gooey chocolate chip cookies, or our brand new caramel coconut cereal bar treat. Healthy, hearty, customizable, and very craveable. We're the Garden Restaurant. Convenient location with new street access on the ground floor of the Joseph Smith Memorial Building. Open weekdays 11 to 3, and soon, extended fall hours. Visit our menu at thegardenslc.com. Fresh flavors, iconic location. The Garden Restaurant.
Real Salt Lake 2026 season tickets are on sale now. Don't miss your chance to be part of the Riot next season. To buy your tickets, visit rsl.com or call 844-REAL-TIX.
Sure feels big.
Yeah, okay. Hi.
On a scale from 1 to 5,
I would give Siegfried and Jensen
5 stars.
5 stars. 5 stars.
If there was more stars in the constellation, they'd get more.
They've been amazing to work with.
They care about people, and I want to say thank you. Thank you.
I want to thank them for everything that they did for me.
And I would highly recommend them. They were wonderful.
Here for you 24/7.
Call Siegfried and Jensen.
Actually, I did leave him a really good review on Google, so.
Your home of the Utah Royals FC is right here on 97.5, the KSL Sports Zone. KSL Sports Zone.
The pregame show is presented by America First. As the Utah Royals official credit union and proud front of jersey partner, America First has game-changing solutions for every financial need. Join the winning team today at americafirst.com. San Diego Wave is an excellent squad who comes in struggling on the second half of the season, but had excellent results and has excellent pedigree coming into this match, having accumulated so many points in the first half of the season. I think of them as a really dangerous team. Holding on to that last playoff spot, they are 5-3-4 on the road. Now, they are 7 winless. They've lost 2 in a row, coming off of a 2-1 bonkers loss against the Washington Spirit, but they were able to equalize in 90+5 stoppage time. And then they were beaten just moments later by Washington Spirit as they conceded a goal late. But thinking about how bonkers games that they've been playing, how they have dangerous players across the field, Delphine Cascarino is now back from injury. She leads the squad with 4 goals, 5 assists. She was the one that equalized against Washington Spirit. She is very, very dangerous for this San Diego team, one that has so much familiarity with Utah. Jonas Eideval and Jimmy Kunrads understand what each other is all about. San Diego wants to control the ball. They are one of the best possession-based teams in the entirety of the sport. When you even consider what's going on in Champions League overseas, they lead the NWSL in passing, possession. That will be pivotal for their build, for their attack. They will not be easy to get goals on because they have one of the best goalkeepers in all of NWSL with Kaylin Sheridan. And Sheridan is Canada's #1, this team's leader. She will be very tough to beat. The real catalyst for their attacks and what they're able to do offensively, Kenza Dali, an experienced experienced international from France. She is the lone player for this team to start every single match. At 34 years old, 3 goals, 2 assists for San Diego Wave. Their talisman and their offensive hub. She plays right in the middle of the park, creative on the ball, and will be easy to break down if you have any questions on your back line. She knows how to pick out that pass and find a runner streaking forward. It was Georgina on one occasion who's been the beneficiary of a couple of opportunities developed by her passes. She can pick it out with the best of them. So keep an eye on Dali, on Delphine Cascarino, and how they match up with the Utah Royals in their own defensive half. Ari Nagai will have to negate what Kenza Dali can provide, and then Cascarino going up against Nuria Rabano. That'll be pivotal in determining who wins this match. So make sure to follow that, as it is a must-win situation for the Utah Royals. 3 points, what they need to stay in playoff contention. We'll see if they can get them. But first, I want to let you hear from a player who will be making her 50th appearance for the Utah Royals, the first to 50 in royalty. It's Kate Del Fava, the center back, and I was able to catch up with her at training, and we started off asking about appearance 49, which actually happened an hour away from her home, so she was able to celebrate it with plenty of family.
It was a cool coincidence that hometown game lined up with this. Sorry, I'm not going to hold this. But yeah, it meant a lot to me. It means a lot to represent this club consistently, and to be picked to be on the field every day for this club is an honor. So I was just glad to do it with my teammates and my family in the stands. Probably perfect day would have been a win, but that's all right. We move forward and hopefully get that this weekend.
When you think about being able to make that many in a row, what are the keys to consistency?
Yeah, I just think I try to be a professional every day. I show up, take care of my body, do the things I need to do, off the pitch so that I can perform on the pitch, and then hopefully compete enough in training and push my teammates. And that's all I try to do every day, and then show up on the weekend and give my all.
Are there moments where it's hard for you?
I mean, yeah, in the 26 game season, it gets long, and but it's always worth it. And it's always, I'm out there battling with the girls, and I wouldn't trade that for the world. So yeah, it's not easy, but it's worth it.
How much of it is mental as opposed to just the physical grind of a season?
Yeah, I mean, I think, especially if you look at the season we've had, I think the first half of the season probably felt like a whole season in and of itself, because the results weren't there, the performances weren't there, and that makes it really hard. But, we just had such a good mindset going into the second half. We knew it wasn't good enough, and, it's hard mentally to push through to October, but we're still in a spot where we're fighting for the playoffs, and that's all you can ask for. So, yeah, it's a long season, but definitely worth it.
It was unfortunate to see Kaylee Reel go down, and she'll be out for the rest of the year, but the times that she was out there, what does it mean to have her as a partner in the way that she did play when she was available?
Yeah, I mean, Kayle's a great example of a veteran in this league who has experience, who knows what it takes to win, and I think you saw that when she was out on the field, the collective call, not just among the back line, but among the whole field. So I think, yeah, we're really going to miss Kayla out there. Hope she just gets healthy and focuses on that. And then, yeah, we'll have her for next year for sure.
What kind of hole does that leave as a center back partner? But how do you help Anna, who could fill in, pretty capable?
Yeah, she's capable. Everyone on this roster is capable of stepping up. So I don't know if we'd consider it a hole. Obviously, it's nice in a back line to have consistency and get into a rhythm, so that's going to be a little bit of a change playing with the new back line, but we did it last week when Amani stepped in and she did great. So I think just amping up the communication, making sure we're really on the same page, and yeah, everyone's capable of stepping up and doing well, so I have no doubt Anna will do that.
Claudia, who's retiring at the end of the year, what has she meant to this club, and how impactful has she been this year for the team?
I don't know if I can put into words really, the impact Claudia has had, especially just on how young our team was, especially when she joined last year, middle of the year. I think she just brought such a level of experience and calm and, sense of humor that I think we're going to miss so much. She's not replaceable, but we're going to do our best to give her the best send-off these last 3 games and just really appreciate her while she's here.
being able to see San Diego once again, a team that was in the preseason during the summer. He's seen
them like a lot of times.
Seen them a lot. Does that help in knowing, having that familiarity against a team?
I think so. I mean, I think that those 2 summer games in July were really the start of our new second half of the season, our new, performances, our new set of everything. So I think it was good to get those games against them. They're quality team, quality top class players. So we know it's not going to be an easy challenge, but we're up for it and we know what they can bring. So hooray for it.
Jimmy said that it was uncharacteristic, the start against Chicago. How do you make sure that doesn't happen this weekend against San Diego?
Yeah, I think it's all about our energy levels and our competitiveness. I feel like there were things maybe weren't working in our favor, but at the end of the day, that doesn't matter. Conditions don't matter, pitch doesn't matter, nothing matters if your energy and competitiveness isn't there. So I think that's our focus for tomorrow, is come flying out the gate and kind of not let them breathe from the start.
Final 2 home games at AFF. What's it like to play in front of the fans?
Yeah, it's the best. I'm glad we have 3 left at home, and can't wait to see the fans. Breast cancer awareness, Special Olympics, Pigs Country giveaway, lots of good things happening at AFF tomorrow. So can't wait to see the fans out there supporting us, and they always show up. So can't wait to play for them.
Thanks, Kate.
Yeah, thank you, guys.
That is Kate Del Fava, center back for the Utah Royals, one of the big vocal leaders for this squad. When we return, hear from the head coach, Jimmy Kunratz, ahead of Utah and San Diego, here on the Utah Royal Radio Network.
Hey RSL fans, as the official credit union of Real Salt Lake, America First is the only place you can get the team's exclusive Visa credit and debit cards. Packed with features and benefits, the RSL cards let you shout out to the world that you believe every time you use them. So get into the game with a Real Salt Lake credit or debit card and start repping your RSL with every dip, tap, or swipe. Apply today at America First Credit Union. Federally insured by NCUA, Equal Opportunity Lender.
Real Salt Lake 2026 season tickets are on sale now. Don't miss your chance to be part of the riot next season. To buy your tickets, visit rsl.com or call 844-REAL-TIX.
At Peach Windows and Doors, they help homeowners stay in the homes they love while upgrading to the elegance, efficiency, and natural light of today. With hundreds of 5-star Google reviews, their clients know Peach Windows and Doors deliver what they promise.
I wanted to replace standard-size French doors with a large custom sliding door. The update required checking a weight-bearing wall. Plus, I wanted a couple of different styles of windows. The new sliding door created a much brighter and open look. Peach was so helpful along the way with recommendations and ideas, and the installers were efficient and respectful of my space. I was thrilled with Peach Windows and Doors.
Give your $1 million home the $1 million feel it deserves. Don't wait on that someday project. Visit Peach Windows and Doors Salt Lake Showroom. Schedule a free in-home visit. You can also explore at peachwindowsanddoors.com or just call them at 801-566-1255. Peach Windows and Doors, where amazing home transformations begin.
Hockey fans, let your voice be heard with the Utah Mammoth Fan Forum. Visit the Utah Mammoth page on KSLSports.com to connect with the team, other fans, and our KSL Sports insiders. Start chatting today in the Utah Mammoth Fan Forum on KSLSports.com.
This is Utah Royals Soccer on 97.5, the KSL Sports Zone.
The pregame show is presented by America First. As Utah Royals' official credit union and proud front of jersey partner, America First has game-changing solutions for every financial need. Join the winning team today at americafirst.com. JP Chunga on the pregame show ahead of Utah and San Diego. The Royals finish up NWSL play and the home finale, November 2nd, kickoff at 3 o'clock against the Washington Spirit. Catch the Royals for the final time. Get your tickets at utahroyals.com. With a must-win situation, I was able to catch up with head coach Jimmy Kunratz, and we began on what was described last week as an uncharacteristic performance. How has the team responded in training?
First and foremost, it was also about rest, mental rest, both the physical rest, because I felt like we just started a game in a sort of a state of fatigue, in my opinion, which is not really how we've been starting the past few games. But I think that was the most important part, to get some rest as well. And I think all the other parts of practice this week were mostly about competitiveness and making sure that we're competing on a daily basis. And then that's what's really been about for us, just making sure that we again, we can light that fire in players, and they feel the competitiveness, and they get the purpose of playing.
Is there a little bit of added familiarity knowing how many times you've played San Diego, having seen them in the summer and preseason and already played them before?
No, exactly. It's the 5th time we're going to meet each other, so I think by now we do know what the qualities are, we do know who the key players are, and we should know the best possible way to kind of eliminate those threats. But you still know it's a game of football, and you know anything can happen. And I think we've shown that last week in Chicago, where all of a sudden we scored 2 goals, a bit out of, I wouldn't say out of nowhere, but I definitely didn't expect us to score that kind of goal. So I think that's just the beauty of the game as well. So we do know for a fact they need to win if they want to remain in that playoff battle. So I think there will be quite a lot of noise around the game from their side, which can make it exciting for us as well. If we're smart with it, if we handle the pressure well, they have to come at us at the end of the day, and that will give us some space.
Nuria came back after the 1-match suspension. What did you see from her against Chicago as she tries to get back into NWSL play?
Yeah, I think she's an in-possession player that's been critical to us. I think if we would be 10% better or maybe 15% better at finishing, I think she could have had 3 or 4 assists already, which I think is really what she's capable of doing from that left fullback position. And I thought she looked good against Ludmila in the 1v1s. I think knowing how fast Ludmila is, how technical she can be, I think it was good to see that she can find a way to beat these kind of players, where I think in the first half of the season, that was the biggest issue we had on the left side. So I think she countered it well, and she's doing really well. So I'm happy just to have her back.
Knowing how good Delphine Cascarino is in the 1v1 and how it went last time against this team, how critical is it, that matchup between Nuria and her?
I think it's every week we kind of look at ourselves and we compare ourselves with the previous games we played against that team. So I think it's going to be crucial for her. I think it's only the second time, though, that she'll play against Cascarino, because she's not been playing the friendly game. So I think it's going to be interesting just to measure herself against them. I think we went 2-0 down quite fast in that game in San Diego because of how people they were on that right side. So I think it's going to be really important for us to recognize it again. And I do trust the combination of Lacasse together with Nuria on that left side. And I think that's a strong duo. We have Claudia as well, leans more towards the left side to help them. So I think we should be fine at the end of the day.
Understanding that Kaylee Reel will be out for the season, but what has she meant for this team in her return post-international break and seeing what she was able to do when she was available?
Yeah, I think she's been available for, I think, a good nine games to us. I think she's been crucial. She's just, she secures in the back. She knows what to do on the ball. But I think for most, what we really liked about her was the leading capabilities of speaking to people and really making sure everyone understood what the role was, but also keeping people accountable. So that's something that's coming back on Kate. I think the biggest advantage we have is next to Kate, we also have Paige back on the pitch. We have Chloe back on the pitch. So not everything is falling back on Kate, which will help her as well to just focus on this part and this part only.
A test of your depth in having to fill that role. What will be needed to fill those big cleats that Kaylee Reel leaves?
Yeah, I think it's going to be Tejada, who will offer us some physicality in the 1v1s, who can offer us some heading qualities as well, which we will need, because we do know for a fact the number 2 in the league when it comes to crosses. So we have to make sure that we win those 1v1s in the box. And I think Anna is the type of player that when it comes to physical capabilities, she can go into 1v1s, she can win them. So I think that's the one part. And you do know for a fact when Anna is playing, you'll have probably more opportunities on the ball, which is exciting to us as well, building up from the back against a team that doesn't really press at 100%, but they do leave some gaps, which is interesting. So I think that's a matchup we'll see.
On the positive end, scoring has been something that has been really resurgent over the last 5-6 games. What's gone into the increased chances and the chance conversion from the side?
Yeah, I think just the increase of average directness. I think we've been more direct on the ball. We've been looking more for spaces, and we've also been more aggressive out of possession, which allowed us to recover some balls higher up on the pitch. I felt like first half of the season it was defending the box and trying to get ourselves out of our own 18. And right now I feel like we recover some balls in the midfield, some higher up on the pitch, which just allows us to be more direct in attacking ways. So I think that's definitely one of the elements, but also just, again, having the quality of a Chloe back, having the qualities of a Paige back, which just pushes you more forward, or you can put the ball in depth and you know they'll run after it, and they have the capacity to be running after it. So I think those combination of those elements probably is helping us to have more opportunities.
What is about Mina that allowed her to show her class over the weekend with the brace?
Yeah, I think when discussing Mina, I think what we did is we discussed Mina in the Japanese national team, and we discussed her here with us, and she said, like, if you want me to play in the same way as I'm playing with Japan, I need to be playing as a 10. because I'm more of the type that needs to come towards the ball, have support, and then find depth. But the one thing she's been adding to her game with us is not only finding support, but also finding on the half turn and turning forward. I think she's really been dangerous in that role for us, like receiving, turning forward, and giving decisive end pass. So I think that's huge to me, that a player of her age with her experience can still add that to her game, and she's becoming more and more a complete profile when it comes to football. And I think that's just really exciting to see.
Finally, Kate Del Fava becomes the first player in club history to get to 50 appearances as she continues to climb up the legendary status for the club. What has she meant this year and last year?
Yeah, I think it's professionalism. And if you talk about players that know what it is like or what it takes to actually be fit, to be healthy, to be making sure you play those minutes, she's definitely an example to it. I think we discussed it many times on how she comes in early. She knows what to do. She treats her body like everyone should to be able to play this. So it's a 1+1, this one, I think. If you do what she's doing on a daily basis, it's not a surprise she's playing all the games.
Thank you, Jimmy.
Thank you.
Head coach Jimmy Kunratz ahead of Utah against San Diego. That does it for us here on the pregame show. Thank you so much for listening, as we'll be back next week as Utah takes on Seattle from Lumen Field. You can catch the broadcast next week, Friday at 8 o'clock here on the Utah Royals radio network. Pre-game show beginning at 7:30 and the television broadcast on KMYU. I'm JP Chunga. I'll be joining you on the television broadcast next. You're listening to the Utah Royals radio network.
You've been listening to the Utah Royals pregame show, presented by America First. As the Utah Royals official credit union and proud jersey front partner, America First has game-changing solutions for every financial need. So join the winning team today at AmericaFirst.com. This is 97.5, the KSL Sports Zone.
The Utah Royals are turning up the heat, and they're not done yet. Be there Saturday night, November 2nd, as they close the regular season at home against the Washington Spirit. This is your last chance to see the Royals in action this season. Grab your seats now at UtahRoyals.com, and let's fill the stadium with Royals pride.
Hey, it's Ryan with the Dish Professionals. Are you ready for the best promotion Dish has ever offered? And just in time for football? Sign up today and get Dish's top package free for 3 months, plus the NFL Red Zone free for 6 months, Paramount Plus and Showtime free for 4 months, all with a 2-year price guarantee. There's never been a better time to switch to Dish. Don't let cable, DirecTV, or streaming services raise your bill again. Most of our customers save over $1,000. And now, we're your internet professionals too. With over a half a dozen providers at our fingertips, we'll find you the best options and prices with just one call, starting at $19.99 a month. Call today for free next-day professional installation and dinner at JCW's on us. Call 801-424-DISH. That's 801-424-3474. Call now. Restrictions apply. Offer ends 11/5/25.
So many commercials you encounter these days include generic people engaged in generic activities, frolicking in generic locations, accompanied by generic music and a generic voiceover. Pharmaceutical commercials are on the cutting edge of this phenomenon. In fact, I find myself less worried about the risk of lockjaw, intermittent loss of smell, or explosive diarrhea, and more concerned that the drug might turn me into a mannequin at Kmart. So what does this have to do with Shamrock Plumbing? Nothing, really. But if you find our commercials over the top, just remember it could be worse. They could be generic.
Real Salt Lake 2026 season tickets are on sale now. Don't miss your chance to be part of the Riot next season. To buy your tickets, visit RSL.com or call 844-REAL-TICKS. Hockey fans, let your voice be heard with the Utah Mammoth Fan Forum. Visit the Utah Mammoth page on KSLSports.com to connect with the team, other fans, and our KSL Sports insiders. Start chatting today in the Utah Mammoth Fan Forum on KSLSports.com. Real Salt Lake 2026 season tickets are on sale now. Don't miss your chance to be part of the Riot next season. To buy your tickets, visit RSL.com or call 844-REAL-TICKS.
First kick is just moments away as the Utah Royals are on the pitch. You're listening to Utah Royals Soccer on 97.5, the KSL Sports Zone.
San Diego Wave. But before we get started, an update on Real Salt Lake, brother club of the Utah Royals. It was an excellent first half between these two teams, which RSL needs to get the full 3 points. But Paul Rothrock for Seattle able to break through. Was he offside in this move? You be the judge. He was the opening scorer for Seattle in this one between the Sounders and RSL, finishing on the back post. And then there was a penalty later on in this matchup as well. Would go for Jordan Morris, who is taken down in the box. Would lead for Rafael Cabral after a VAR challenge. See Justin Glad getting in on that action. Yellow card given to the the RSL. And Cabral, the wall, stands up, makes the save on Jordan Morris. And as it stands at halftime, 1-0 in favor of Seattle. RSL needing to win that one to qualify for the postseason, make it another playoff appearance for Pablo Mastroeni. For Utah, the stakes are clear. Must win to stay in for playoff qualification. Currently sitting behind San Diego in the final playoff spot. A result will not determine where they finish tonight. Draw or loss will take the Utah Royals out of it. JP Chunga with Carlos Winston Haslam. Utah Royals playing in their great Salt Lake kits. Pretty fitting with the water out on the field. Del Sol Whites for San Diego.
Yeah, big shout out to the fans who are here on the broadcast, and a bigger shout out to the fans that are here at AFF, because we are coming off of a major rain delay. It has been cold, there has been hail on the field, but we are back here to play some soccer.
Nuria putting it into the area, defended well by Kennedy Wesley. Still on for the Utah Royals, and it goes out of bounds, a throw in to San Diego. Two teams opposite ends of form. Utah comes in 8 matches unbeaten. San Diego winless in the last 7. Lost 2 in a row last week against Washington. A matchup where they thought they were able to get a point. Conceded very late. The final action to Rose Kawasi ended up making it a 2-1 victory for Washington. Utah sits 9 points behind San Diego in that final playoff spot in the NWSL table.
Oh, and it's a Utah Royals team that seems to mirror the sort of success that they had last year in 2024. The Utah Royals made a big comeback and were able to get lots of wins and clean sheets after the international break in August, and we've seen the same thing here.
Last year's efforts, Utah finished with 25 points. Currently sitting on 22. 2 more games after tonight. They play San Diego. They've got Seattle next week. And then they'll play Washington to finish things up here at America First Field on November 2nd.
In talking with Coach Kuhnratz at the beginning of the season, he said his goal was to get 32 points, that was the magic number. He believed that they could get 32 points in the season, they would make it to the playoffs. They're 10 points behind that now, but you're right, there's still a chance if this Utah Royals team can win out that they can get into that playoff position.
San Diego started so hot. Put themselves in a really good situation through the first half of the season. Things have cooled off. Just 1 win post-international break. Last one coming in August. They haven't seen that same success during the first half, but Jonas Eideval has talked about being realistic. The XG just wasn't there. Utah trying to attack through Chloe Lacasse on the left channel. Knocked out. Throw in. Castle allow Nuria Rabano come back to take this throw in. Teams have met bunch this year, played during the preseason, had an NWSL regular season fixture that San Diego won 3-2. and then played twice during the summer break. Now once more doing it at America First Field. Regular season play, San Diego has had the better of Utah. All 3 wins in their series as the return of royalty. Sheridan boots this one. Thompson first in the air. Comes out for Fagier, and now Kenza Dali. Creative hub for San Diego. Wide for Maroney. To Dugina. Head. Swung in and deflected by Ari Nagai. Making the start is Ana Tejada, put in the center back position. Kaylee Reel, injured last time out against Chicago, her season over. So Tejada moves to center back and Nagai in the midfield.
And it was a heartbreaking injury to watch as Kaylee Reel missed the first part of the season, also nursing injury. She has been an integral part of this team, and I believe part of the reason that the Royals were able to make such immense changes over the summer, including far more clean sheets.
Pressure by Monahan as Sheridan sped up on that delivery.
And it just about worked for Monahan.
San Diego trying to get through the lines. Dugina taking on Kate the Great. Defending well. Can she keep this from being a corner? Throw-in signaled by a center official. Looks like Kate did just enough there. Missing her center back partnership with Reel, but plenty of athleticism from Kate Del Fava on that sliding challenge. Maroney going over to throw it. Has to be one for the goalkeepers to watch, Carla, with the slick conditions.
And especially with the rain still coming down in front of Mandy McGlynn's face. So you're right, there's multiple things. Taking balls out of the air is going to be more difficult because of the wind and rain, but also on the skip. If I'm a forward for either of these teams, you know, I'm telling myself that any shot is going to be low and see if I can't take advantage of the skip on the ground and push it under the goalkeeper's arm.
Zornosa. Pass. Miscontrolled. Taken away by Delphine Cascarino. Leon playing it right back to her. Cascarino in the 18. Lifting it up. Nodded by Tanaka. Leon, one more chance. Stalled by Nuria. Back for Lundqvist. Dali. Cascarino. Can't get it past Nuria. Lundqvist battling. Wins the throw-in.
San Diego's have done a pretty good job of keeping it in the Royal zone half. They've let a few errant balls get back to Sheridan and their goalkeeping line. But for the most part, you can tell San Diego is looking to get the 3 points as they've been very direct in their offensive play.
Possession-based team, lead the league in possession, one of the top teams in passing. All the possession stats. First year for Jonas Eideval, coming over from Arsenal last year. Bangs off of a Utah Royal and a corner kick. San Diego. Corner kick presented by Zions Bank, official bank of Utah Royals. Zions Bank is for you. Dali there on the short corner, putting it into the area. Tejada down. Lacasse can come out with it. Space in front. Lacasse. Stalled momentarily by Dugina. Has to go back and support to Nuria. Now switching the field to Kate Del Fava. She's got real estate ahead. Lacasse is wide open on the opposite end if she sees her. Ends up going to Monahan. Support to Nagai. Sustained build and possession for the Royals. Monahan leaving this for Thompson. Cutting in on our left. Thompson taking the chance and scoring the goal. The opener in the 9th minute. A looping shot by Jenny Thompson.
What a golazo for the Scandinavian. Does such a great shot and does such a good job of bringing the ball down to her feet. Has a little bit of that skip we were just talking about, JP. So you see the build here. Nuria Rabano sends a long ball. Paige Monahan lets it go to Thompson, and Thompson makes it look so easy as she cuts inside and again takes advantage of that skip and just puts it into the back of the net. What a great way for the Utah Royals to start this thing off.
This instant replay is presented by America First Credit Union, the official credit union of the Utah Royals, and the best financial this for Thompson in the game. Cutting in on our left, what a teammate Jenny Thompson has been. That's her 3rd goal of the season.
Well, and they've come late in the season. You know, she came in, a third of the way into the year, and I thought immediately got a starting position and immediately started to make a big difference on this team. But she was mostly playing in that defensive role. But now, as the year has progressed, she has gone more and more into the attack. She's got more confidence with her shot, and she's placed it so well. She was on the best 11 for the month of September, and she's already making a name for herself here in October.
What'd she tell us in the post-game show last game? I love to run. See her a lot in those attacking positions from her defensive role.
She says it so simply, but if you're a coach, that's like the #1 thing you want to hear from your players, and that's what she does. She plays in that defensive wing, but you'll see her in the attack frequently because she makes those long 70, 80-yard dashes to get into the attack.
Player that plays in a attacking winger role for her country, Denmark. Played as much during the Euros this summer. Scored a goal for Denmark during that tournament. Come in blistering form in this second half of the season. Lost by San Diego to Chloe Lacasse on the left channel. Trying to cut it back across Dali. She did just enough, and Lundqvist also recovering. Takes it off of her foot. Marina Fegier dribbling in the back. Out for the throw. This has to be a really good start for Utah to score in the first 10 minutes. Put San Diego on the back foot. They know the stakes, a must-win, keep themselves in playoff qualification, but just even if they don't make it, have all of that confidence from having good performances during this second half.
No, at this point, have to rein them all in. No pun intended. But they've got to keep going to get as many goals as possible because you're right, it is a do-or-die situation for this Utah Royals squad.
Throwing on the far side for Maroney. Support Wesley. Near side for Lundqvist. Delphine Cascarino, so good for San Diego. 4 goals, 5 assists, taking on Nuria, going end line, putting it to the back post, knotted away by Thompson. This won't stay in, so corner kick for San Diego. Second of the match. Good defending by Thompson after getting that goal. Kenza Dali over to take it. Experienced French international. Came over from Aston Villa. Has plenty of experience across the European leagues. Dali, driven. Cleared. Reload. Back into the area. Knotted up once more by Mina Tanaka. Kept in by San Diego. Fegier goes wide for Dali. Cascarino on the right foot. Distance! McGlynn catching practice, but that certain to sting the palms. She caught it up against her body.
Yeah, that was a powerful kick. A good look from on top of the box. San Diego's doing a good job of getting that second ball, getting that rebound. Although the Royals have been good to win it out of the air, they haven't been able to get it out of their own half.
Thompson looking for the run of Solorzano. Can she catch up to this one? No, and Lundqvist has to do the defending to knock it out for a corner kick.
And that's great defending from Lundqvist. I was convinced that Solorzano was going to get a touch on it or get taken out of the box. But it was good defense from Lundqvist, who kept her arms down, did just enough to step in front of it.
I don't know if I would have gone down if I felt that contact from Lundqvist.
Oh, I would have no doubt. My college teammates would have said Carla would have definitely dove on that ball, but I digress.
Excellent ball played across the line by Jenny Thompson. Zornoza trying to do the same. First touch by Solorzano. Monahan up against the end line. Another corner coming. Monahan doing just enough to shield that one out. Last touch by San Diego.
I'm getting text messages from my teammates saying, yes, you would have. Confirmed. But Solorzano just about getting to the end of that.
For what it's worth, Carla stayed on her feet in the booth during that play.
When it matters most.
Del Fava the target. There's a whistle, the center official.
I wasn't sure what happened. No one hit the ground, but there may have been some physical play prior to Del Fava getting her head on it. We had mentioned earlier in the pregame show, Del Fava scored multiple goals this season off of her head. You'll see her in every corner kick or every set piece, even though she's traditionally a center back, getting into the attack, and she's almost always the target.
Against North Carolina, she was target on those corner kicks, hit the post twice. It was Paige Monahan who was the one to actually convert. Keep up with all your favorite Utah Royals players by following @Utah Royals FC on social media. Be able to see plenty of this match. I'm sure there'll be good behind the scenes action from all of the rain that is on the field.
Yeah, it was pretty wild. The lightning storm is what delayed us, and we sat here in the booth for a good 30-40 minutes just watching the lightning here in Sandy, Utah.
Quite the show, but hoping for an even better one on the pitch between these two teams. Lundqvist loading up. Swedish international. No control there. Gia Corley will go out for the goal kick. Jonas Eideval, first-year head coach for San Diego. Knew the job he took. Be a bit of a rebuilding season as they lose Jaden Shaw, the retirement last year of Alex Morgan. Trying to establish a system. They played beautiful football during the first half of the season. Excellent skill check by Fegier. Delphine Cascarino has been a part of all the bright moments. Nuria cutting that one off, sending it out for the corner kick.
Well, and she's by far Cascarino, one of the more experienced players on this San Diego team. And you can see it, she just seems so composed with the ball at her feet. She knows which runs to make before the ball is played in.
Short corner. Corley to the back post. Well defended by Mina Tanaka. San Diego staying in the Utah Royals defensive third. Plenty of pressure on Utah since they scored first 10 minutes through Jenny Thompson. Put in another corner. This has been unrelenting pressure on Mandy McGlynn's goal. kick to San Diego. Looks like they're trying to sort something out in the 6.
And the Wave had an interesting formation for their corner kicks. You'll see they have most of their players back on the spot and towards the top of the 18-yard box. The hope is that they can crash forward.
Put into the area, punch by McGlynn. Bloomquist can't control it, and Lacasse can go forward. She has Monahan making a run on the opposite end. So Lozano down the middle. Possibilities here for Lacasse. Cutting in, playing it ahead for Solorzano. Down to ground, the Guatemalan, and the foul called by the official. Free kick coming after that challenge.
You see the replay there. Good call being made as Aisha slow to get up to her feet. Throws off the gloves. Sheridan's going to opt to just put one in the wall, perhaps two. Leave the remainder of her players holding the line on top of the 18-yard box. They're going to try to pull a trap.
Got the left-footed option with Claudia Zornoza. Right-footed Chloe Lacasse. Zornosa. Mina Tanaka on the front post. Can't get ahead to it. Eugenia on the deflection, and Lacasse took her down. Foul called. Really picked that one out perfectly to Mina Tanaka.
Yeah, Tanaka running on that near post, tried to flick it on and back.
Utah Royals' final home match of the season, Sunday, November 2nd against Washington Spirit. For more information, grab your tickets, visit utahroyals.com. Sheridan looking for the target of Adriana Leon. Zornoza on the second ball.
That'll be an interesting game with the Washington Spirit, who have already clinched. I'm interested to see who they put in their lineup. There's not a time yet for that game, but we'll keep you up to date as we hear more.
Chloe Lacasse given a yellow card for that challenge on Lundqvist. Clip the ankles.
Yeah, slows things down just enough to allow her team to now get behind the ball.
Utah started brightly. First 10 minutes, Yenny Thompson with the goal. Looping effort from outside the box that dipped in front of Kaylin Sheridan. Popped over the diving goalkeeper. Most of the possession has been with San Diego. Not too many opportunities clear cut. Lundqvist. Looking for Cascarino. Can she get past Nuria? Going in line, serving it into the middle. Deflection in there. Mina Tanaka taken out. She was further looking to clear the ball. Yellow card.
Wow, we're just seeing cards left and right here as the play's starting to get more physical. You'll see Mina Tanaka getting a shoulder right to the face. And you can feel it growing. This is going to be a physical match.
Second yellow card of the season for Hannah Lundqvist.
And which changes things a bit too for coaching as they determine substitutes, as they don't want to risk losing a player to another yellow card, having to play a man down. And so we may see some of these players who have gotten yellow cards who traditionally would not have been taken out, but who might be in the substitution lineup now simply to avoid the risk of going down a man.
Tejada. From the Spaniard, Zornosa. Touch to McGlynn, who launches it forward. So Lozano can't control. Corley out of Dali. using McNabb. Going all the way back to Kalen Sheridan. Two of the best distributors of the ball for goalkeepers in this matchup. Sheridan, notoriously good with her feet. Mandy McGlynn, the same. Both from the goalkeeper position have had assists in their NWSL careers.
Well, they're known for those long balls and finding their forwards up the line.
Maroney finding her way up the left channel. Can't beat Thompson. Nagai popping it for Monahan. Tied up against the touchline. Putting into the middle, Solorzano. Tanaka looking for Chloe Lacasse. Wesley will get there first. Sheridan in her own 6, but this a chance for Utah to up that point of confrontation. As you can see, Solorzano, Tanaka, Monahan, and Lacasse all in the attacking half.
Well, and Coach Kuhnrautz throughout the entire last play was telling his team, move up, move up. He's moved his defensive line to that halfway stripe to try to keep things in San Diego's own half.
Haven't seen as much of the ball. Been a lot of San Diego possession. First 25 minutes of play. McNabb. As the rain falls at AFF. Pressure from Monahan. Sheridan finds the avenue through Maroney. Inside to Fegere. Cascarino. Overlapping run by Lundqvist. Tried to place it inside to Dali. Knocked into the air by Tejada. San Diego still with it in the attacking half. Leon playing off of her shoulder. Dali serving into the middle. Thompson. Fegere recovers. Lundqvist. Royals need to be organized here as they continue to see a wave of possession. Cascarino. Tejada first to it. And a throw in. Update on the men, Real Salt Lake. Win and they're into the postseason. 77th minute. Trail the Sounders 1-0. Paul Rothrock with that goal in the first half. The difference between the two sides. Dali cutting in. Dali cutting ball. Fegere. Right for Maroney. Off target in the end.
And it is still downpouring. You may not be able to see it on your screen, but the rain is still coming. Still pouring buckets.
I thought the rain was next week.
It'll be there too, JP.
Okay.
No, but that's an important game, you know, as well for this Utah Royals squad to try to get more points.
RSL in Seattle this week. That makes sense. Next week it'll be the Utah Royals.
And coincidentally, they had better weather than we found here in Sandy, Utah. Both teams, neither one looks too flustered by it, as we haven't seen any players slip. There haven't been too many interceptions within the passing. What'll be difficult is for the substitutes that come in later in the game to stay warm. It's hard to stay warm and stay focused when you're huddled up inside of the rain with their big rain jackets on. I wouldn't be surprised if they give them all a fresh, dry set of uniforms and coats at halftime.
Foul on Monahan. Underground, Fegere getting in there. There's still one last chance to make unforgettable memories cheering on the Royals this season. Get your tickets now, utahroyals.com, or call 844-REAL-TICKS. Final home game of the season coming up November 2nd against the Washington Spirit. Penultimate home game for Utah, taking on San Diego in a must-win situation. A draw or loss eliminates the Royals from playoff contention. San Diego sitting in the 8th spot, 31 points. No result takes them out. Cascarino on the deflection. Outside of the boot to Dugina. Attacking touch. Dugina! After the turnover, the Brazilian strikes her second on the season. All even between San Diego and Utah. 1-1.
Very well placed shot here and a good build. It comes from a high press from San Diego's side. That high press then allows them to win the ball. A beautiful pass to Dugina, who's wide open. Her defensive mark left her with a bit of space, and it was all she needed to take her good touch forward. Perhaps even a little long, but she gets to it first and is able to just slide it right under the right elbow of Mandy McGlynn.
Touch took it away from the defender, beat Mandy McGlynn. She went on the dive. That is a good goal by Dugina.
Check out those hardcore Wave fans.
Traveling support.
I love that he has a water gun in the pouring rain. But great goal. First goal this season. And a great build. You could feel it coming from San Diego as they had already had a few crosses. That seems to be where they've had a majority of their looks in this game are off of the cross. And Dugina wide open on the end of that. Does a great job of getting the equalizer, but this puts the Utah Royals back in square one as they can't settle for a draw.
Gotta go for it. Draw or loss eliminates them from the postseason consideration. Scoring opened by Yenny Thompson. 10 minutes into the game, first 10, Utah scored. There, the response by Dugina, San Diego. First time that Utah conceded in the first half in this excellent run of form in this second half of the season. They had conceded 20 first half goals during the first 13 matches. Done a lot better this last 9 games.
That's an incredible improvement for this Utah Royals team. The question will be, is it too late? Not yet. Still lots of soccer to be played here at America First Field.
Control through Zornoza. Kata. Nagai taken out by Fejer. That brings a yellow card out of the pocket of Danielle Chesky.
Yeah, that was an unnecessary foul there. Nagai wasn't in a dangerous position. And Fejer just comes in way too strong.
Through the back of Aria Nagai. Getting her 5th start this season. Nagai. Placement for Ana Tejada in the midfield. Got the first 4 starts out of the break. It's actually her training performances during the exhibition slate against San Diego that allowed Jimmy Kuhnrauts to bring her into the 11. Now getting the chance with Tejada going to Real's position, the guy into the midfield.
And that's not uncommon in the NWSL to have players who start off as practice players, but then are able to show well and find themselves a permanent spot on the team, and then move their way up to a starting position. Like the rookie Aria Nagai.
'26 Real Salt Lake season tickets are officially on sale Don't miss your chance to be part of the action next year. Buy your tickets, visit rsl.com or call 844-REAL-TIX. All the way back to Sheridan. Quarterbacking from the goalkeeper position. Deflection by Lacasse. Nuria going back, but this will be intercepted by Adriana Leon. On the opposite end, Corley, she gets a good first touch, but there's Del Fava back defensively, and Thompson takes it out. Necessary intervention by Kate Del Fava. That was the right play by Adriana Leon to look for Gia Corley. Nothing coming of it, though, from San Diego.
And again, I'm surprised because Corley was again open. So this Utah Royals team that's traditionally so good at staying on their defensive marks have given up several runs. You see the good ball from Leon. Corley's able to make that good run and nobody stays on her. You know, Del Fava, Thompson do a great job of getting in the way, and so it ends up not becoming anything dangerous. But the Utah Royals have to clean up their defensive marks just a bit, or they risk giving up another goal.
How much of that has to go to Kaylee Reel having a new center back partner for Kate Del Fava with Ana Tejada?
I think it makes a huge difference. I think that's part of the reason we saw such a change.
Deflection as Monahan able to get the advantage, but tried to cut in on that left foot. And both players went to ground as Monahan was attacking Kristen McNabb. Jimmy Kunratz on the sideline, incredulous that there wasn't a foul called.
See it here on the slow-mo. As Monahan is taken out, there is no play on the ball. She's still holding that left ankle as the medical staff's going out to check on her. But if I'm Coach Kunratz, I'm angry that no call is being made there. You'll see it here as Monahan sends the ball forward. And McNabb with the physical play.
Tangle of legs between those two. Now having a pretty spirited discussion. Fourth official, Patricia McCracken. Monahan back up. Captain for the Utah Royals. Excellent form. Last 6 games, 3 goals, 2 assists. All of her production coming as of late.
Which is quite encouraging. I think that was one of the biggest question marks when Ali Sentnor went to Kansas City, was would this Utah Royals team be able to produce goals? And the response has been good from the forward line, particularly that of Paige Monahan. Having Chloe Lacasse come back from ACL injury makes a huge difference as well.
Tanaka, 2. 5 goals for the Japanese international.
Yeah, she's become far more attack-minded as well.
Played for Adriana Leon up against the end line. Forcing it out. Utah having to defend. Cass right to the San Diego bench. McNabb trying to not let Utah out. Nuria nods it for Lundqvist. Nagai recovering. Rabino to Zornoza. One touching for Tanaka. Over the top, searching for Monahan. She wins a battle with Maroney. Thompson racing forward as well. Monahan switching the point. Lacasse taking it down. Chloe Lacasse. Sheridan equal to the task. What a stop by Kaylin Sheridan as Chloe Lacasse looking for that near post.
Yeah, you see Monahan with a beautiful ball to Lacasse, has plenty of time and space. She brings it down with her chest. And then she's looking to go to that near post against Sheridan. It's a beautiful ball. Well aimed to Sheridan with the good save.
Goalkeeper always the advantage in that situation. Cass sending this corner kick. Got it out initially. Tanaka to Zornoza. Get a second ball here from Del Fava. Monahan advancing it to Thompson. Cross deflected and out. Sustained possession for the Royals in the 39th. Thompson again in the attacking third. Throws it in and wins a corner.
And this half has moved by pretty quickly, as the Utah Royals have gotten a few opportunities for themselves. One of them finding the back of the net in Yenny Thompson.
Can they find another before halftime? Zornoza both hands in the air. The rain falls. Zornoza into the 6. Back for Tanaka. Nuria high into the air. San Diego first to it. And Nagai handled it on their trap. So a free kick to San Diego. Kaylin Sheridan getting ready to take this. Motioned Kennedy Wesley out of there. Out of the header. Lundqvist goes through the back of Chloe Lacasse' body and also takes a bite out of lower ankle or
and
leg.
Lundqvist has to be careful. She's already on a yellow card caution. She came in really hard from behind against Lacasse, who was up in the air.
Both players on yellow cards, and just quite the
It's
battle
been a duel
between Lacasse and Lundqvist. Nuria. Corley intercepts. Leon in the middle. Help arriving through Maroney. Shielding off the onrushing Royal defender. Fejer. Rolls it for Lundqvist. Pushing it to Corley and knocked off of Aria Nagai for a San Diego corner. To wonder what Jonas Eideval, the head coach for San Diego, thinks about this first half performance. Able to get the goal, but conceded early on, first 10 minutes.
That perhaps summarizes it best for the Wave, as they're unable to convert on that corner kick. They've had good offensive opportunities, but their defense has lacked.
Cascarino into the area. The back post, Leon, her touch. Something to be desired, and Mandy McGlynn gets this goal kick. Update on the RSL score. They just had a goal called offside. Still 1-0 Seattle. 90th minute. Right now the Royals in a deadlock, 1-1. Mina Tanaka taken down. No call by Daniel Chesky.
You can hear the disapproval coming from the crowd as they feel like Mina Tanaka should have gotten the call there.
The guy coming down with it. Nearly led to an opportunity on the other end for San Diego.
Yeah, San Diego in transition, while there was all the drama about the call, moved things down quickly within 1 or 2 passes. Was able to get it all the way to Mandy McGlynn's box. I'm a bit surprised because the center official has been calling everything, but decided to let the play go.
Tanaka. Excellent recovery. Cascarino. The deflection by Zornoza. Solorzano not allowing Moroni to go out unimpeded. Fejer bouncing off the pressure from Monahan. Wide Dugina scored the goal that leveled things. The Brazilian. Center of the park, Dali. Near side, Lundqvist. Cascarino, the dangerous winger. Inside, Dali. Slipping it for Corley. Trying to get past Tejada, but Nuria also there. One back by San Diego and Corley. Up, but climbing the ladder, Mandy McGlynn. Cascarino tried to go upstairs. Stopped from the Utah Royals. That's going to lead to a corner.
They're going to say that McGlynn got a hand on it. Yep. It appears she does as she hits it with the heel of her hand.
There's the Tanaka play. Foul?
I think it should have been a foul.
Being at the edge of the box.
It would have been a dangerous look at how close it was to the 18. Again, I'm a bit surprised. I've seen this official call far less physical play.
2 minutes of stoppage time. Corner kick from Dali. Looking at the front post. It's glanced in. Corner kick comes through. 2-1 San Diego. We'll see who finally claims it.
It looked like it was McNabb who was able to get on the outside of her heel. Wasn't the prettiest of goals, but a goal is a goal. And you give her credit for being in the right place. Oh, but it looks like it came off of Kate Del Fava. I stand corrected. McNabb is the target there. You'll see, but Kate Del Fava, number 8, hits it with her thigh, and it goes into the back of the net. And so it is an own goal from Kate Del Fava. Just bad luck for the Utah Royals as she's facing her own goal.
Plenty of traffic in front of Mandy McGlynn as well.
Yeah, it makes it difficult to see the ball coming in. It all happens so quickly too. We have the luxury of being able to see it, you know, slowly on the replay, but in the middle of the game, it happens so quickly. And that's why you don't want to give up those corner kicks.
It's officially the own goal, Kate Del Fava. Utah now trails 2-1 after not conceding in the first half. The second half of the season, they've given up 2, and San Diego going for more. Dugina trying to go for the far post. That looked like a cross that turned into a shot.
I thought she almost had it too. You'll see here the build, such a great run. Rabano almost gets to it. And it's the spin on that ball that moves it away, but what a close look, going for a brace.
Not far off from the Brazilian. 20-year-old. First chances in NWSL this year. Dali over the top looking for Leon. Unrelenting from San Diego. Leon into the area. Del Fava first to it. Tejada over for Monahan. And before that got to Page, the captain, judged out of bounds, so a corner kick to San Diego.
Well, San Diego scored on their last corner. Now they're on the opposite side. Cascarino, the set corner kick and set piece taker for the Wave.
Short, and Dali. Del Fava got to it. Volleyed out by Solorzano, and that's how the half will end. A goal right before the second from San Diego, before the final whistle. Own goal by Kate Del Fava. The scoring was opened by the Utah Royals, but two unrelenting pressures by San Diego has it as a 2-1 scoreline.
The power of we believes in you. It advocates for you. It completes your circle. It makes sure you have the strongest circle possible. And with Intermountain Health in yours, you'll always have the care you need to live the healthiest life possible. That's the power of we. Intermountain Health.
The Utah Royals are turning up the heat. They're not done yet. Be there Saturday night, November 2nd, as they close the regular season at home against the Washington Spirit. This is your last chance to see the Royals in action this season. Grab your seats now at UtahRoyals.com, and let's fill the stadium with Royals pride.
You do countless things without a second thought to protect your family and home. Every time you're in the car, you buckle your seatbelt. Before the next load of laundry, you remove the dryer lint. When you head out, you always lock your doors. And one simple task, done far less often, can protect your family and home this winter. Schedule a furnace inspection by a certified heating contractor to check for safety and efficiency. A friendly reminder from Enbridge Gas.
Hans Olsen here, and I want you to get your fix at Kenny J's Barbecue. With slow smoked ribs, juicy brisket, and home-style sides, Kenny J's brings bold, smoky flavors that speak for themselves. You bring the appetite, they'll bring the fire. Come visit Kenny J's Barbecue at the District in South Jordan or online at KennyJ'sBarbecue.com. Contact Kenny J's for all your catering needs. From first bite to last drop of sauce, Kenny J's is where barbecue dreams come true. Kenny J's Barbecue at the District. Dig in and taste real pitmaster passion.
Get the latest Utah sports headlines delivered to your inbox with the KSL Sports Newsletter. From the Jazz, Utah Hockey Club, BYU, Utah, Real Salt Lake, and more. Be in the know of all things sports in the state of Utah. Visit KSLSports.com to sign up for the KSL Sports Newsletter.
The first half is in the books, and we're breaking it down. This is the Utah Royals Halftime Show, presented by America First, the official credit union and proud jersey front partner of the Utah Royals FC. Whether you need low-rate loans, better ways to manage your money, or tools to grow your business, America First's all-star roster of products and services can help you reach your financial goals faster. Become a member today at AmericaFirst.com. This is 97.5, the KSL Sports Zone.
Through the weather delay, light rain at AFF. Right now at halftime, the Utah Royals trail the San Diego Wave 2-1 at the break. For Breast Cancer Awareness Month, starting today through November 2nd, the Utah Royals are auctioning off authentic team gear, signed jerseys, match-worn kits, boots, and gloves to raise funds for breast cancer screening. All proceeds from the player-led auction will be donated to Intermountain Health to provide mammogram screening services to women in underserved communities. To bid, visit new.biddingowl.com/Utah Royals BCAM. She's played in every single match in the return to royalty, making her 50th appearance tonight. Kate Del Fava tells us exactly what this club means to her in her professional experience.
With the 12th pick in the second round of the 2020 NWSL College Draft, the Utah Royals FC select Kate Del Fava from Illinois State.
Whew, that's a heavy-hitting question. The Utah Royals gave me my shot. I genuinely don't think that if the Utah Royals drafted me, that I would maybe not be in this league and I would have given up soccer. So I think I owe my entire career to this place, and I just want to, like you said, give back to them every time I step out onto the pitch, and I want them to have my 100% effort every day at training, every time I step on the pitch at America First Field. I just want Utah to know that I'm so proud to represent this club and to wear this badge every day. We wrapped up our season in 2020 and they decided to pick up my option. So I was on a contract, and then we got a call and they told us that the team was being sold to Kansas City. I think I've grown a lot in my NWSL career. It hasn't been an easy ride, but I wouldn't change it, and I think it's gotten me here now, so I'm grateful for it. If you had told little rookie Kate in 2020, like, hey, you're gonna be the all-time appearance leader for this team, like, I wouldn't have believed you. I don't know, I would have been like, no way. It's a really cool accomplishment, and I owe it all to the people around me, the staff. Without them, my family, my teammates, I wouldn't be here, so I just want to give a shout out to them because they make it all possible. The fans are a part of that as well, you know, showing up and playing for them and representing Utah, like a place that drafted me and believed in me in the first place. I want to give back to them as much as possible. When I think about my legacy in general, I think I just want to be known as a good person who gave back to the community, who was a good teammate, who was always friendly and interactive and kind to those around her. And when I think back at what will be remembered, I think that that's the most important thing, of like how I interacted with the fans and how, you know, my teammates and I represented the Utah Royals. So that's the most important thing to me.
Club legend for the Royals, Kate Delfava, working on her second Iron Woman season and the most played for the Utah team. Highlights from the first half as it is 2-1.
Got a surprise for you.
What?
You have a brother. $100 bill just like you.
Hey, I'm Ben. What?
We just got him for joining America First Credit Union and opening a new checking account.
And you're going to live together at America First.
What?
This is nice.
For a limited time, new members get a $100 cash bonus when they open a checking account or $50 when they open a youth checking account. So head to americafirst.com and get your money working today. Membership eligibility, terms, and conditions apply. Federally insured by NCUA.
Fall is here, and the cooler months are upon us. Hans and Scotty here, and it's time to talk about your windows, where you can now get the best windows on the planet, courtesy of Advanced Windows, and be prepared for the fall and winter months.
I had an amazing experience with Advanced Windows where they replaced 5 windows for me. They gave me a quote. They stuck to the quote. It was that cost. They ended up saving me money. And their experienced window specialist will help determine why you have a draft coming in, how you can save the most money on utilities, how your house can be transformed in one day just by upgrading those windows and doors.
And right now it's time to take advantage of a fall special, $2,500 off when you change out 10 windows or more. That's $2,500 off when you swap out 10 windows or more. Options are available for any budget, great financing as well, but you gotta call 801-850-9100.
That's advancedwindows.com or 801-850-9100 for the best window experience you could ever imagine.
Want to get the latest info on Utah's newest sports franchise? Sign up for the Utah Mammoth newsletter. Get exclusive analysis, plus the latest news and notes on the Utah Mammoth. Sign up today at KSLSports.com for the Utah Mammoth newsletter. Real Salt Lake 2026 season tickets are on sale now. Don't miss your chance to be part of the Riot next season. To buy your tickets, visit RSL.com or call 844-REAL-TIX.
Your home of the Utah Royals FC is right here on 97.5, the KSL Sports Zone. KSL Sports Zone.
2-1, the lead after 45. Get to the highlights of the first half. Brought to you by America First Credit Union, proud front of jersey sponsor and the official credit union of Utah Royals FC. Join the winning team at americafirst.com.
Utah Royals open things up early with Yenny Thompson, the defender, getting to the attack off of a beautiful pass from Rudy Alvarado. She's able to get that nice cut inside. Good little fake there by Paige Monahan. But she gets the cut inside and then aims for that far post and is able to put it right past Sheridan, gets that little skip on the ground in the pouring rain, and that opens the account up for the Utah Royals. A great start for the Utah side, but then a quick equalizer coming from the Wave as they applied high pressure against Utah's defense, were able to win the ball, send it out wide to the Brazilian Dujinha, who then is able to so coolly pass it into that front netting past Mandy McGlynn. You'll see it here from a different angle. How tough that angle is. But she's able to find that near post again in the pouring rain to equalize. A few more saves coming from Sheridan. as you'll see, Chloe Lacasse hits the ball on the far side. She also is trying to score similar to the Dugenia goal. She's looking to go to the near post, but Sheridan drops to ground, is able to put away. She's had a pretty clean game, has read things very well. And then ultimately the own goal that hit off of the thigh of Kate Delfava, and then finds the back of the net. There's a lot of chaos going on there, a lot of bodies in front of Mandy McGlynn, and so she cannot see the ball coming into her far post, dives just half a step too late. Those are the 3 goals of the match, but there was still some good looks coming from the Wave sides as Dugenia almost with the brace. Check it out here. I thought this was going to find the back of the net as she's aiming for that top corner. It misses just by inches, but a great look from the San Diego Wave, who were not only able to equalize, but then get ahead.
They lead in shots on goal, crosses, corners, and possession. Very standard stuff from San Diego, who leads the league in possession, but they had the lion's share in that first 45.
Well, they just don't look panicked. You know, when they get the ball, it is very much play to feet, keep a hold of it. You don't feel that urgency. And perhaps that's why their possession numbers are so high, because they're so calm with the ball at their feet.
It's a must-win for Utah, so plenty to play for in the second 45. Second half between Utah and San Diego when we return.
You've been listening to the Utah Royals Halftime Show, presented by America First, the official credit union and proud jersey front partner of the Utah Royals FC. Whether you need low-rate loans, better ways to manage your money, or tools to grow your business, America First's all-star roster of products and services can help you reach your financial goals faster. Become a member today at americafirst.com. Get ready. The second half is just moments away on 97.5, the KSL Sports Zone.
The changing temps and colorful leaves means fall's in the air. Take a mental break, becoming one with your thoughts and nature, starting in Cedar City. Lighten your heart and clear your mind with a short drive to enjoy not one, but 4 scenic highways, connecting you to nothing but an open canvas of color. Vibrant shades of red rocks, amber leaves, clear blue skies, and endless shades of emerald green and cedar breaks in Dixie National Forest. Cedar City is nature's backdrop, where the forest actually does meet the trees. The journey isn't about getting there, it's about being there. Being on a hike, mountain biking, or OHVing, with eyes and jaws wide open to scenic views. Cedar City also harvests the best events. Charming organic farmers markets, promising the best pumpkin patches and hay mazes in the West. Plus the Sheep Parade down Main, October 25th. For the fall color reports, activities, eateries, and more, log on to visitcedarcity.com. That's visitcedarcity.com.
It all started with a commitment to comfort. Gillette Heating and Air is proud to be Utah County's go-to team for expert HVAC and plumbing solutions. Need a repair, upgrade, or seasonal tune-up? Don't let cost hold you back. With 0% financing available, it's easy to get the work done now and pay later. Plus, save $100 on any repair over $500 and keep your system running strong with a professional tune-up before the heat hits. Visit GilletteHVAC.com or call 385-GET-COOL to book today. Homegrown service pros, financing made simple, comfort made easy.
Carrier, turn to the experts. A Carrier factory authorized dealer.
The Utah Royals are turning up the heat. They're not done yet. Be there Saturday night, November 2nd, as they close the regular season at home against the Washington Spirit. This is your last chance to see the Royals in action this season. Grab your seats now at UtahRoyals.com, and let's fill the stadium with Royals pride. Stay up to date with everything Utah Jazz related with the new Jazz Notes newsletter. Get draft updates, analysis, and be the first to know about every off-season move. Visit KSLSports.com to sign up for the Jazz Notes newsletter.
Halftime adjustments have been made, and the Royals are back on the pitch. The second half is about to begin. This is Royals Soccer on 97.5, the KSL Sports Zone.
Points, a league record as they beat Gotham 2-0, and then a splitting of the points between Washington Spirit and North Carolina Courage 1-1. Coming out for the second half, we'll look at first the standings for the NWSL, as you have KC atop the entire National Women's Soccer League, 62 points. They clinched the playoffs, that shield in the NWSL, and In second place, Washington Spirit at 44. They also have clinched playoff qualification, but the rest of the spots, they're up for grabs. It's a must-win situation for the Utah Royals at 22 points to stay in contention. Result for tonight for San Diego, regardless, would move them into that 34-point mark and above Racing Louisville.
That's absolutely insane to look at those top two. 62 points, 20 wins for KC Current. I mean, the Washington Spirit, who are a great team in second, clinch, not even close. I mean, that's how good this KC team is. Absolutely amazing to be able to watch them play this season.
Last year's MVP, Temwa Showinga.
Looking to make herself the MVP again this year.
Back
I mean,
to back.
so good. So good. And so much fun to watch. You know, from a soccer student perspective, she is one of the most fun players to watch because she is a player that likes to run, and she is a player that knows how to score a lot of goals.
No changes at half between San Diego and Utah, same as they started this pivotal matchup.
It's not raining, though. That is one difference from the first 45, as you still see tiny little specks of hail out on the pitch as this game was delayed 45 minutes. A lot of the fans still returning, though, for what is a late one here, almost 10 o'clock because of those rain delays. And I wish I could tell you, JP, that the games are going to get warmer.
Quite the day in Utah, as it was 70 degrees during the middle portion, now dropping near 40. Corley, though, trying to advance through the Cascarino. Cascarino feinting on Nuria Rabideau, who went to ground, blocked the shot. Corner kick coming, the 8th of the match for San Diego. Well, that was excellent defending by Nuria Rabideau. Leads to this corner. Corner kick presented by Zions Bank, official bank of Utah Royals. Zions Bank is for you. Nuria still on the ground after
when she called
that
immediately for the medical staff. Following that tackle, it was a well-timed tackle. We'll take another look at it here. It's Cascarino. Is trying to get the cross off. Oh, and you can see her ankle roll. Perhaps hyperextend a bit on that right side. Madison Pogarsh, you see, with the big coat, trying to stay warm as it has been a cold one warming up. She will likely be the substitute if Rabano's unable to enter the, to continue the match.
It's Pogarsh who replaced Nuria a couple weeks ago when she was out due to yellow card suspension.
You know, and we mentioned this in the first 45, that it is those substitutes that are going to play an integral role in this game. If they are able to stay warm and stay mentally involved even throughout the weather delays and the crazy rain and being cold and late.
Just the rolling of the ankle from the ground, the contact from the ball also came through. Forced the ankle to go in a different direction. There will be a change in the second half. Early moments. Have to deal with this corner first before Pogarsh will be allowed on.
She's got to take off all the big coats, all the leggings, all the hats, everything to keep them warm.
San Diego goes short. Fizzed across the face of goal. flying out.
And San Diego's been looking to try to hit some of those high. Andy McGlynn using all of her tall stature to cover the frame.
They're making it official. Madison Pogarsh slotting in for Nuria Raman. Fan favorite for Utah. Been such an inspirational leader on the bench even when she wasn't playing.
When she plays so aggressive and so physical, and so the fans and her teammates love to have her out on the pitch because they know that she is a player, Madison Pogarsh, that is going to bring her all for the entire time that she is out there.
First touch for Pogarsh. Tanaka, recipient of it. Pass intercepted by Lundqvist. Playing it for Cascarino. This will be a battle between Cascarino and Pogarsh. Happens immediately, and Cascarino wins a corner kick.
97.5 KZNS FM Colville, 1280 KZNS AM Salt Lake City, and KSL FM HD2 Salt Lake City Midvale. This is 97.5, the KSL Sports Zone.
Dali. Hammered away by Monahan.
And the Wave like those short corners. See, they were able to create some good looks for themselves early in the first half of those short corners, bring a couple of players out, cause some chaos inside the 18-yard box.
Sheridan. Thompson knocking it down for Solorzano. Tanaka. Played out by Wesley. Pogarsh. Long range. Deflected off of Dali, and Sheridan keeps it in before that would have been a corner kick. Drop kick. Thompson lets it hop on the ground. Pulling it back. Leon for McNabb. Dali. Wesley. Controlled plenty of the possession. Up to 58%.
And they just look so calm on the ball. And perhaps that's a luxury they have, being up 2-1, but the Wave do such a great job of not giving the ball up needlessly, and as I say so, they give it away to Yenny Thompson.
And now to Lacasse. Holding it through Zornoza. Rolling it to Tanaka. Trying to place it inside the 18. Monahan pressuring Maroney, who is only going backwards, and eventually she has to clobber this one out for the throw-in.
Yeah, it's good pressure from Monahan. It keeps the ball in her opponent's own half. And that high press was one of the tenets of Coach Kuhnraut's initial upbringing to this team. He said it's the high press that's going to get us goals.
In the area, a shot on target. Mina Tanaka out of nowhere. 6th goal in the season for Mina Tanaka.
She had one window, and she took that window. It was kind of strange because, you know, the ball just seemed to be hanging out in the box for a bit. No one was able to really clear it. It comes out to Mina Tanaka, who, off of the volley, there's a bit of a bounce to it. She just hits it with her laces. Check it out on this angle. The ball's just kind of bouncing around, and it comes out to Tanaka. He fires it to the far post, right past the Wave defensive line, right through that little window. Great look from Mina Tanaka, who's coming off the brace last Sunday against Chicago. Her 6th goal of the season. The Japanese international has been great for the Utah Royals this season. And just like that, Utah back in it, 2-2. They cannot settle for a draw or else they will be eliminated from the playoff run. But now they're back in it. Only one to leave with 3 points.
Clearance deflected off of McNabb and then popped for Mina Tanaka. She blasted that one into the goal. Now Utah some defending to do. Delphine Cascarino. McGlynn catching practice in her 6. Cascarino's quite the handful. Now the complexion of the game changing even more. 2-2 the scoreline.
Well, it was quite the opportunistic goal. But Mina Tanaka, very calm under pressure, just hit it off the one-time touch.
Pressure from Solorzano. Entry to Corley, trying to turn on the guy, using McNabb in support. Eugenia. She can switch the point of attack. Lundqvist carrying it forward. Stalled by Lacasse. Dali looking for a combination with Cascarino. Cascarino once more. Fejer. Moroni catching up to this on the ground. Del Fava defending. Given right back to San Diego. Corley leaning back. Pogarsh poking that one out. All the way back for Wesley.
And I think that was a good decision from Pogarsh, even though it doesn't, build anything. She has to get that ball out of there because the Wave, you could feel, are just pressing.
Pogarsh calmly to Zornoza. And now Nagai. She has Monahan making a run. Nagai trying to pick out Monahan. Sheridan off her line. Picking that one up and tossing to Moroni. It was the right ball. Sheridan quick to pick that one up. Eugenia getting past Thompson, but Yenny trying to get back into the action. It's popped into the air by Tejada. Staying momentarily, but throw into Moroni.
And the Royals have to be careful on some of those defensive runs, as Tejada was again facing her own goal. She was able to clear it out, but that's how the own goal from Kate Del Fava came in the first half, from facing their own defensive line.
Lundqvist inside for Leon. Dali around referee Danielle Chesky. Outside Cascarino, attacking Madison Pogarsh. Cascarino the long touch. Too long, and it's picked up by Mandy McGlynn. Keep up with all your favorite Utah Royals players by following at Utah Royals FC on social media. Pogarsh, one of the fan favorites. Over to Zornoza, tiring at the end of the season. Played very admirably for Utah in her year and a half with royalty. Tanaka, second half goal scorer. Solorzano loses it. Oh, that's a nice skill check. Gia Corley advancing. Eugenia can't catch up to that. Del Fava has to knock it out. Fourth all-time meeting between Utah and San Diego. Wave have won each contest, including an earlier matchup between these two in NWSL regular season play. 3-2 victory at Snapdragon Stadium. Foul by Paige Monahan and Moroni. And that draws a yellow card in the 59th minute.
will be a good set piece opportunity as Maroney's helped back up to her feet. You'll see here what led to the set piece. Paige Monahan running into her. I don't know if it's egregious enough to be a yellow card. A good call on the foul, nevertheless. And the Wave are gonna opt to put 4 into the attack, maybe 5. With 2 players holding back as options for the passes.
Dali standing over it. In front of the on-looking Jimmy Koenraads. French international. Floated into the area. Magdalena has to go up. Had a battle in a 50-50 duel. Pogarsh with it. Dujinha still pressuring. San Diego wins it in the attacking half. Maroney. Solorzano trying to track that one down. All the way in support, Sheridan. For left foot to Dali. Now some calm. Wesley and Dali. Looking for that diagonal. Dujinha, goal scorer in the first half. Dujinha challenging Pogarsh. Off of Nagai. Maroney fouls Monahan. Additionally, flag up on that ball cross field to Dujinha.
And there's some high pressure moments there from both teams, as both antsy to get a third one. Good offside trap being pulled there by the Utah Royals. This will give everyone a moment to breathe a little bit. So you'll see it here, the offside at the bottom of your screen. That's a close one, JP.
Instant replay presented by America First Credit Union, the official credit union of Utah Royals. Best financial teammate in the game.
And immediately the Royals slowing things down.
Checking this is Sean Tahini, the video assistant review official. In charge of this match is Daniel Chesky, having a discussion with Paige Monahan. Offside on the initial look.
Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to think what they would review. Maybe the foul, they check to see the call originally made in favor of the Royals. You'll see it here. And Monahan is the one that gets taken out. So I think it's a good initial call to give the Utah Royals the ball.
Either way, get through the check and whistle blown by center official. Monahan powers it. Thompson attempting to help that one on. Nab flipping it over the top for Corley. Beautifully taken down. Zornoza pressuring and roughing her off the ball.
She's been given a card too.
Receives
We're
a yellow card.
Cards left and right tonight.
Third yellow card handed out for the Utah Royals. 2 yellow cards given to San Diego.
You'll see Zornoza running on the ball. Gives her an arm.
She is on the wrong side of Gia Corley.
Yeah, she gives her an arm. Corley will have an opportunity to tie her boot. But players definitely going to have to be careful because cards are being handed out for pretty pedestrian fouls in this game.
Substitution for Jimmy Koenraads. Dana Footer taking off Ari Nagai, one of the new attacking talents for the Royals. Lara Prashnikar coming on for Aisha Solorzano. Prashnikar still early in her Utah Royals tenure.
Yeah, she's starting to get more and more minutes, coming in earlier and earlier into matches.
It's her third appearance for Jimmy Coonrats. Cascarino.
So here's the play that resulted in the yellow card. You can see Nagai reaching out with her boot.
Nagai subbed off. Donna Footer, first touch. Tejada. McGlynn, rushed by Corley. Zornoza expertly. Carries. Prashnikar. Roos on her first touch. McNabb. Into the 6th, Sheridan.
See that card awarded to Nagai.
Not to Zornoza.
Not to Zornoza.
Goes to Nagai. Clipping feet.
Yeah, I missed it the very first time.
Throw in for Maroney. San Diego in front of their bench.
When you see some of those subs warming up and getting ready to come on for the Wave.
Kennedy Wesley. Maroney. McNabb. Can't keep that one in. Pressure forces the turnover. Monahan posting up. Clipped ball across the face of goal. That one too long.
Yeah, it's not a bad look. I don't know if the Utah Royals forward line was expecting that, as they were a little asleep. Cass perhaps the only one that had any sort of proximity to it.
Friday, the Royals are on the road against Seattle. Catch all the action here on KMYU, beginning at 8 o'clock Mountain Time. Sheridan putting the ball back into play. DeFava taking off of Jorginho. Zornoza putting it into Lacasse, one touching it. Monahan can't get a touch. Jorginho matching up with Thompson. Jorginho went in pretty fiercely on Yenny Thompson. Foul. The Danish international. Jorginho got stuck in after giving up the ball.
So you see Thompson wins it here, or I should say adds some defensive pressure.
Frustrated after losing the ball.
Yeah, she has the toe poke against Thompson, and you can tell a bit of frustration. Perhaps felt she should have gotten the foul a few seconds earlier.
Attacking half, free kick. Claudia Zornoza to deliver with her left foot. Most of the Royal targets, far side. Only Yenny Thompson, Madison Pogarsh near Zornoza. Claudia floats it. Footerer picking it up. Thompson tried to redirect it. Footerer fouled Adriana Leon.
And it's been hard for their team to really build any sort of momentum and rhythm, simply because there have been so many fouls called. As we see more substitutes coming from the Wave side, starting to come in bunches now.
Taking off both Adriana Leone and Delphine Cascarino go in. A couple of attackers in Kira Carusa and Mackenzie Roby. Just over 20 minutes for those two to operate. Does this one have a winner? Royals even the scoring in the second half through Mina Tanaka. Scored in the 54th. Attacking third throw-in for San Diego. Lundqvist from her right back position to take this throw-in. Prashnikar intercepting a pass. Tanaka going to Pogarsh. Just lumps it downfield. Header glanced to Sheridan. Popped up. Lacasse getting under it. Lundqvist. Grounded Dali. Some space for Kennedy Wesley. Turnover by San Diego.
And you can hear Coach Kuhnrautz in our field mics telling Prashnikar to move up, get as high as she possibly can. He's hoping that that high press will be rewarded and that she'll be up top.
Forced a couple of needless giveaways from San Diego, including the goal in the second half. Tanaka off of poor clearance by Kennedy Wesley, scrapping a goal. There's a turnover by Utah. Jorginho taken off her foot by Zornoza. Trying to launch an attack. San Diego first two. Roby, can she turn? Using the run of Lundqvist. Dali. Probing. Putting into the area, and that one misjudged by Mandy McGlynn. It was lofted into the air, looking for somebody inside the 6. McGlynn didn't know what to do with it, tried to tip it over the bar, but it ends up in the back of the net.
It's such a hard ball to read because it looks like it's going to go over the frame, but it dips right at the last second. It's also hard too because Mandy McGlynn is not facing it straight on, she's sideways. So she's trying to hit it up and over with her right hand, but it goes over her head. Quite a crazy ball as it rainbows up and over for 3 goals.
Reminiscent of last week's goal against San Diego, where Washington had a cross sent into the area that ended up in the back of the net from Rose Kawasi. Took a point away from San Diego. This one putting the Wave ahead of Utah, 3-2.
It's been quite the game, 5 goals for both sides.
Daniel Chesky taking this one back, dealing a yellow card as well for a foul behind the play.
This will be another set piece opportunity for the Wave, as it might be. You see the jersey tug by Fodor. And that might be a bit of frustration as well. And also trying to slow down the play. It allows your team to now get behind the ball, as all of the Utah Royals will now get in position for this set piece in their defensive end.
Gia Corley has drawn plenty of fouls from Utah. Got to some really good spaces for San Diego. Free kick for Kenza Dali. Floated to the back. Wesley, hand by McGlynn. Virginia still with it. Zornoza gets a foot to it. Point to the spot by Danielle Chesky. Zornoza thought she got it cleanly. Penalty called on the field.
You'll see it here as Zornoza is trying to get in from Dugenia. She gets a little bit of the ball, but she also connects with Dugenia's shin and ultimately bringing her down. Zornoza is going to argue that she touched the ball first, but not enough to escape the penalty kick opportunity.
Quite the call. 75 minutes into this game. It will be looked at by VAR.
And what they'll probably look at is, did Zornoza initially touch it first? She does seem to get a toe on it.
Would be a cruel outcome if it stays a penalty. Immediate protest from the Utah Royals bench, from the players on the field, once the call was made. This is what they're looking at. Penalty, the decision on the field. And as you can hear from the reaction, call goes Utah's way as they wipe that penalty off the board.
A lucky break for the Utah Royals as they can go to VAR. See, that's Zornoza toe poked it first. That keeps the Utah Royals still in it, as a goal from that penalty kick would have drastically changed this game. Utah still with a little more than 15 minutes to try to equalize and save their playoff aspirations.
Need a win. Draw or a loss eliminates them from playoff contention. Win extends it further. Long ball for Tanaka. Blasted out by Dali. Urgency needed for the final 13 minutes. McGlynn. Now Del Fava. Thompson. Open the scoring first 10 minutes. Fouled by Maroney. Thompson switches it for Pogarsh. Tejada. Del Fava. Zornoza. Beneficiary on that VAR decision. Wiped away. Call against her for the penalty. McNabb pressured by Prashnikar. Maroney up against Thompson. Fejer turning. Del Fava intercepts. Thompson to Monahan and Zornoza. Claudia playing a combination off of the captain, Paige Monahan. Inside Foderer. Her initial pass blocked by Fejer. Have to go all the way back to McGlynn. San Diego finding their shape defensively. Can Utah break them down? Pogarsh. Pressured by Roby. Knocking it off of her, and still battling is Lacasse. Wesley. All the way for Sheridan. Ashnikar trying to make this one difficult. Sheridan picking it out over to Lundqvist. Dali. Lundqvist. Nobody rushing her. Maroney. Jorginho. Inside Corley. Room for Dali. 3 attackers in front of her. Possibilities here for San Diego. Far side Roby. On the ground. McGlynn can't handle. Goes out for the corner kick.
And that just comes from good building and possession from the Wave side. Nothing forced, just trying to build up the spine pass by pass. You'll see it here, Roby on that far side. Has a bit of space, takes her first touch forward. Perhaps doesn't get the power behind it that she wants, but it's just enough to get that corner kick against McGlynn.
Heads over to assist this corner kick. Dali also joining her in the corner on the far side. 9th corner of the match for San Diego. Dali. Tejada out. Lundqvist on the second ball. Lobbing it into the area, and Tejada had to get to it. She was offside in the end.
You'll see it here. Way offside as the ball is coming in.
Well, that corner was about to be taken. Jimmy Kuhnrauts given a yellow card. Make it 5 yellow cards for the Utah Royals. 4 on the field, 1 on the bench. A change coming. Chloe Lacasse being taken off for the Utah and Brecken Mozingo.
Good to see Mozingo back. She was out for a few games on injury. The Sandy native has gotten a few goals this season. She's starting to nurse her way back from injury to get a few more minutes. She's another attacking player that this Utah Royals squad has missed.
Tornoza trying to keep it off of Roby. Nearly lost it on a poke check that would have gone to Carusa. All the way back from McGlynn. Draw or loss eliminates Utah from playoff contention. Win is the only thing that keeps it a possibility. Only lost 1 time post-international break. That coming to the #1 team, Kansas City. Maroney cleverly through. Pearl Maroney hesitating. Using McNabb in support.
And they're just going to make Utah chase, knowing the best way to hold on to this lead is to try to possess it.
Dali pitchforking it up. She can spot a run, no problem. Jorginho behind the Utah Royals defense. Jorginho lofting it, tried to go for a cheeky chip. That one well wide and wouldn't have counted as the flag now up.
Yeah, she did seem to have a lot of space on the ball. It was a great ball being played in by Dali. Beautiful ball. But you see she's offside on her line before the ball is released.
Changes coming for Jonas Eideval and San Diego as they try to salt away this victory. Gia Corley, who's been a handful for Utah, about to exit the match. Jordan Fusco
Well, and I remember Corley getting that last-minute goal in their first meeting of the season in San Diego. That has been quite the theme for this season, but especially in the last few games in the NWSL. You called it the Chaos League, as so many goals have come in the last few minutes. We'll see if the Utah Royals can do so, as San Diego thought they were gonna take away the points at Washington, and then in extra time gave up the goal against the Washington Spirit. Utah, no doubt, looking to do the same thing here.
McLean putting it into the box. Just down by Hannah Lundqvist. Kenny Ascanio also taking off. Player for San Diego, Eugenia, the other replacement. Heads out. Thompson winning a throw-in. Tosses into Monahan. Still in the 18, it pops out for Dana Footerer. On the ground to Thompson. Curling this one. Krashnikar trying to get on it. Bouncing ball for Footerer. Zornoza to Pogarsh. Driven to Thompson. Edge of the area. Takes a deflection in. A pop to Tanaka. Sheridan gets a punch. And Lundqvist smashes it out.
It's a pretty good look from Thompson to send it in. Sheridan with the advantage and that she can use her hands. But Mina Tanaka in a pretty good position to get to the end of that.
Footerer getting through the body of Wesley, and as the ball is heading out for a corner kick, foul called on Footerer as she took out Kennedy Wesley.
We'll see it here. Footerer would have gotten the corner kick had she just hit the brakes, but perhaps had too much momentum going forward. Sheridan's going to tell her team, move up, get all 11 players up.
And Tanaka nearly took that one off of the goal kick. Another free kick from Sheridan. Fagier uses Wesley in the center circle. Dali, no reason to go forward, so she uses McNabb. Passing drill for San Diego. Lundqvist. Driven forward to Roby. In the corner, where she'll try to keep it. Ascanio goes over to help. Footerer tried to redirect it. San Diego now moving the ball to the near side, floating it into the box. Maroney, dangerous cross, but that went too long.
And San Diego's looking to get that fourth insurance goal. I haven't felt like they've done too much to time waste, because there's only a few minutes left in this game. Now there will be a few minutes of stoppage time because there was the VAR review, multiple VAR reviews, a lot of fouls, a lot of yellow cards for what was already a very delayed game.
Pogarsh losing out. Ascanio attacking. Carusa has Fusco in the middle. She played to the penalty spot. In support, Ascanio into Fusco. Out wide. Tejada has to push it out. Mozingo can't connect with another Royal. This is still with San Diego. McNabb carrying it forward. Maroney inside Ascanio. Footerer cutting that one out. Now Monahan. Touch not clean and banged out by Fagier. Thompson picking up some real estate. Another throw-in. Zornoza traps. Taken off of her foot. Fusco did the job. Now she has it.
It's just great possession and movement from San Diego. It's been hard for the Royals to really build anything because they spend most of their time chasing.
Wesley, 8 games unbeaten, a club record for Utah coming into this match. Playoff contention lives on the line as well. Getting word that it'll be 7 minutes of stoppage time.
I mean, that's all this Washington Spirit needed to get a goal against the Wave. But the Royals will have to possess because they know when they give it up to the Wave that it'll be another few minutes before they get it back again.
Zadali tries to take it to the corner, gets stopped momentarily, and pass ricochets to Maddie Pogarsh. Brecken Mozingo rolling it to Monahan. Krashnikar inside Tanaka. Pushed away by McNabb. Fava races to pick this. Over for McGlynn. And Tejada. Zornoza looking for Prashnikar. Uses the header to play Mozingo. Attacking Lundqvist, Brecken Mozingo, edge of the area. Firing it off of the Swedish international. Good defending by Lundqvist. And she wins a throw-in for the Wave. That was so good. Hannah Lundqvist.
She's played a lot of minutes, full 90. Still seems to have the same pep in her step.
Had to go against Chloe Lacasse in the first half. Following it up with Brecken Mozingo, and she's stood tall. That goes it off of Roby, and Pogarsh trying to get it in. Down to ground, foul won by San Diego. Tana looks worse for wear, hobbling off of that one. Smarting after that challenge. Kaylin Sheridan will take her time. Do this. Sure to get Jimmy Coonratz's thoughts after this match. 5 goals, split 3-2 for San Diego.
Yeah, it's been an interesting game because the Royals have had moments where they've looked really good, but they haven't had enough of them. And meanwhile, San Diego just doing a great job of holding on to the ball and slowly creeping up. They're one of those teams that take you by surprise because they don't have any attacking players that are pulling out crazy fancy footwork or leading the top of the scoring table, and yet they're so disciplined with the ball at their feet that they end up getting results.
And Zadali, the difference. Goal in the 72nd minute. Cross that ended up in the back of the net, misjudged by Mandy McGlynn. At the difference. Another foul one. This one near the corner flag. Eating away at this added time. No rush from San Diego, who would be eager to get this result. Haven't won since August 17th. 7 matches winless.
Well, and their playoff chances increase dramatically if they're able to get 3 points, especially on the road.
Still in. Footerer has to knock it out. She does it off of the San Diego player in McGlynn. Tries to go quickly, but eventually has to put it down to go long. Footer glancing at Dali initially. Zornoza. Inside Tanaka. Turning. Monahan. Playing it down the right channel. Prashnikar. Move on Maroney. Fusco trying to keep this one in. Out. Throw in and Prashnikar posting up Maroney. Somehow finds a way to Paige Monahan. It bangs off of McNabb. Attacking third throwing. Thompson racing for this. Nearly 2 minutes till that 7 added. Thompson takes a deflection in. Monahan put a foot on it, but that's not going to trouble Kaylin Sheridan.
You almost wonder if she was trying to get a cross off, because she hits it pretty softly. Hits with the outside of her foot. You see Kate Delfava in that middle area, but Miss hits it, and so it goes easily to Sheridan.
Launching, and Carusa nods it out. Gotta show some urgency to try and level things. Thompson enters to Tanaka. Footer finding Pogarsh. Long ball, looking to connect with Delfava. Sheridan up against the end line and scooping this one up. Sheridan being told to get on with the goal kick, or the drop kick. High into the air. Tejada goes through Kimi Ascanio. Foul called. Zascanio to ground. He was rocked in that collision with Ana Tejada.
Yeah, you see Tejada gives her a sharp elbow right to the jaw. Good to see her back up on her feet, though.
Can't be too much left. Dali standing over it, popping it high, goes long for the goal kick. Final moments of this match. McGlynn. Froder in a battle with Carusa. Pogarsh. Roby goes to ground and knocks it all the way to Mandy McGlynn. Goalkeeper advancing and launching it forward. On the hop, Hannah Lundqvist nods it out. That's how the match will end. Kenza Dali the difference. And after 7 matches winless for San Diego, they finally got their second win in this second half of the season, ending Utah's 8-match unbeaten streak. They take the points, 3-2. The post-game show begins next. Reaction from Jimmy Coonrod.
Trip feels big.
Yeah, okay. Hi.
On a scale from 1 to 5,
I would give Siegfried and Jensen
5 stars.
5 stars.
5 stars.
If there was more stars in the constellation, they'd get more.
They've been amazing to work with.
They care about people, and I want to say thank you.
Thank you.
I want to thank them for everything that they did for me.
And I would highly recommend them.
They were wonderful.
Here for you 24/7.
Call Siegfried and Jensen.
Actually, I did leave him a really good review on Google, so.
The Utah Royals are turning up the heat. They're not done yet. Be there Saturday night, November 2nd, as they close the regular season at home against the Washington Spirit. This is your last chance to see the Royals in action this season. Grab your seats now at UtahRoyals.com, and let's fill the stadium with Royals pride.
Hans and Scotty and Hans, it's hard to get the family together with a good home-cooked meal. Well, guess what? Beehive Mills is ready to step up and take care of it for you.
They're so convenient. They're delicious. You cut the top off. They're frozen. You put it in a slow cooker. You walk away, and you're going to have that perfectly fresh, delicious cooked meal that's wholesome and hearty for your entire family in just a matter of hours.
This is a Utah-based meal prep service specializing in preparing convenient, slow cooker freezer meals designed to simplify dinner and bring the family together. Hans, these meals, by the way, are just incredible.
Well, I got my box. I've got the chicken Alfredo, the chicken burrito bowls, the chicken noodle soup. I've got honey mustard chicken. I got the Hawaiian pork that I'm so excited about. Meatball marinara. The meals are great, and it goes on and on and on. These menus are constantly changing, so you always have an incredibly fresh and unique meal.
So get to BeehiveMills.com and use the promo code THEZONE to get $20 off. That's THEZONE at BeehiveMills.com.
If you've been quoted for a new furnace or AC and it felt more like a sales pitch than a solution, you're not alone. Many home service companies in Utah have been bought out by big corporations focused on profits, not people. At Your Service Pros is different. Locally owned, family operated, 5-star rated and trusted by Utah families for over 20 years. Let them help you with their $49 furnace tune-ups, $39 electrical inspections, and $75 off electrical repairs. Because they know things are tight and want to help you prep your home affordably. Get a free second opinion because you deserve honest answers. If your system can be repaired, they'll fix it. If it needs replacing, they'll show you affordable options. Their goal is to earn your trust, not upsell you. Let At Your Service Pros be your pro and go-to for heating, air, plumbing, and electrical. Call 801-YOUR-PRO or online at atyourservicepros.com. At Your Service Pros, 801-YOUR-PRO. Real Salt Lake 2026 season tickets are on sale now. Don't miss your chance to be part of the riot next season. To buy your tickets, visit rsl.com or call 844-REAL-TIX.
Another Utah Royals game is in the books. And this is your Royals postgame show, presented by America First, the official credit union and proud jersey front partner of the Utah Royals FC. Whether you need low-rate loans, better ways to manage your money, or tools to grow your business, America First's all-star roster of products and services can help you reach your financial goals faster. Become a member today at americafirst.com. This is 97.5. The KSL Sports Zone.
Just the second loss for the Utah Royals in the second half of the season, a 3-2 decision against the San Diego Wave. Kenza Dali, the difference tonight as she scored over Mandy McGlynn on a cross that became a shot. Let's go to the highlights of this match, brought to you by America First Credit Union, proud front of jersey sponsor and the official credit union of Utah Royals FC. Join the winning team at americafirst.com.
We've seen the Utah Royals open things up early. Rabano sends a beautiful ball, a nice little duke coming from Paige Monahan, allows Yenny Thompson to get the ball in the pouring rain. She has such a great touch forward, and then hits with her left foot into the far side. 1-0. All smiles for the Utah Royals, but it did not last long as an equalizer came from the San Diego Wave. The Brazilian international, Dudinha, gets one good touch up into the box, and then she tries to hit that near post against Mandy McGlynn. That is the equalizer. And we're going to see a lot of goals in this game. That was just the star of it all, but you see her touch there to put things away. The Wave then, with the response, it was 1-1 at this time, and you'll see on the corner kick, an own goal by Kate Del Fava makes it 2-1 for the San Diego Wave. That's how we're going to enter in the half, but you see it on the slow motion here, right off of the right thigh from Del Fava. McNabb, the intended target, gets a little bit of her head on it, but ultimately Del Fava is given the own goal, and then you're going to see some looks building here as Mita Tanaka just finds herself off the volley. Look how hard this shot is. It is coming in pretty quick. There's a spin on the ball, and she just hits it with her laces. Right into the back of the net. 2-2, Utah Royals equalize, but ultimately it was the wave by Dali that comes in. Such a crazy ball, a rainbow of a ball that hits that far corner. Mandy McGlynn looks like she's going to get it. She's trying to hit it up and over inside. But as any goalkeeper knows, it's so hard on that angle to try to hit it up and over the frame. And that's our final score here at AFF.
Final stats from America First Field after the weather delay. San Diego Wave with the edge in shots, even on shots on target. Possession in favor of San Diego, 58-42. For reaction pitch side, let's bring in head coach Jimmy Kunratz, who joins us now here on the post-game show after the 3-2 loss by his team, ending the 8-game unbeaten streak. Your thoughts, 5 goals between these two sides, 3 going to San Diego, 2 to Utah.
Yeah, I think very similar as the first game that we played against them. Same outcome, same score. I think I felt like 2 perfect avoidable goals that we concede. I think we're not really lucky by scoring that first goal. I think we played a very, very good first 15 to 20 minutes, in my opinion, where we dominated both on and off the ball. And I think then after that we had a drop in both energy as quality on the ball, gave a few balls too easily away, got outplayed in the midfield. I think got switched on too often in the first half. They were able to find Cascarino going into 1v1s with Rabano way too often. So I think that was something that we changed during halftime, making sure there was some more cover for Nuria in those 1v1s. And I think second half, in my opinion, we're better. We create some opportunities. We score a goal. I think a good goal as well. So I think at the end of the day, I think that the ball just goes in on the third one. I think a tie would have been, in my opinion, but after review the game, a tie would have been a decent result for both teams.
Coach, I wanted to mention your substitutes that you brought in. I thought they did a great job and the energy didn't fall. Can you speak to them and what they brought to the game tonight?
No, I agree. I think prior to the game, I just really indicated that we have people coming out to this game and in these circumstances, in these weather circumstances, with a delay, we still have people in the stands, which I think is incredible. So we actually had an opportunity to show who we are, to show our identity, to show the DNA, and to show them that we want to fight. We want to put up a fight in every game we go, and we don't want to make it easy on any team that's visiting America First Field. And I think that's what we wanted to do. So I think the message was quite clear for everyone coming in. You have to give us your heart. You have to work your heart. You have to work for the badge. And at the end of the day, I think that's what we did. And we, again, I think it's a stupid third goal. Otherwise, I think a draw would have been something for the fans as well, playing against the San Diego that's fighting for the playoffs.
2 more matches in NWSL, one against Seattle now.
Morning, Utah's news leader.
It's First Alert Weather with precision.
Real Salt Lake 2026 season tickets are on sale now. Don't miss your chance to be part of the riot next season. To buy your tickets, visit rsl.com or call 844-REAL-TICKS.
Water runs Utah. It carves our canyons, fuels our farmers' fields, fills our lakes and rivers. It runs outdoor adventures and economic development. But if we're not careful, water runs out. And in the cooler fall months, your yard simply doesn't need as much water. That's why this is one of the best times to make a big difference. Learn more at slowtheflow.org.
Tim Jr. here from RGS Exteriors. I want you to know that it's the little things that count. Any remodeler can say they treat customers right when it comes to siding, gutters, windows, and exteriors. It's hard to know for sure. If a contractor uses cheap generic nails instead of super grippy ridge shaft nails for your siding, would you even know? If they use cheap $4 caulk to install your new windows instead of paying $9 a tube for the good stuff, could you tell by looking? It all comes down to the details and trust. At RGS Exteriors, we only do things one way, the right way. We never cut corners. We never skimp on details. We never do less than the job requires. That's why we offer our industry's exclusive 10-year everything guarantee. And it's why we have the happiest customers. If you need any gutters, siding, or replacement windows, call RGS Exteriors at 801-280-3110 or visit rgsutah.com. That's 801-280-3110 or online at rgsutah.com.
chance to see the Royals in action this season. Single game tickets are on sale now. Buy your tickets now at UtahRoyals.com or call 844-REAL-TICKS.
The power of we believes in you. It advocates for you. It completes your circle. It makes sure you have the strongest circle possible. And with Intermountain Health in yours, you'll always have the care you need to live the healthiest life possible. That's the power of we. Intermountain Health.
Do you know the secret to losing up to 1 pound of fat every day? At Salt Lake City Fat Loss, we know the secret. Our doctor-developed, easy-to-follow weight loss program helps you lose weight fast, naturally, and safely with no drugs or injections. No prepackaged meals, bars, shakes, or exercising required. Our program helps reset your metabolism so you can lose weight quickly and keep the weight off for good with an easy-to-follow maintenance plan that includes ongoing personal support. And our program costs half as much and works up to twice as fast than most other programs. Go to slcfatloss.com to schedule your free consultation now.
JJ here. I lost 40 pounds in 60 days, and a year later, I'm keeping the weight off. Alex here. I found the exact program that works for me. I've dropped 65 pounds. You can have that same type of success. slcfatloss.com. slcfatloss.com.
Many clients lose 20 to 30 pounds in about a month or two. That's up to a pound per day. Schedule your free consultation now at slcfatloss.com. That's slcfatloss.com. Results may vary.
Real Salt Lake 2026 season tickets are on sale now. Don't miss your chance to be part of the riot next season. To buy your tickets, visit rsl.com or call 844-REAL-TICKS. Hockey fans, let your voice be heard with the Utah Mammoth Fan Forum. Visit the Utah Mammoth page on KSLSports.com to connect with the team, other fans, and our KSL Sports insiders. Start chatting today in the Utah Mammoth Fan Forum on KSLSports.com. Don't miss your chance to see the Royals in action this season. Single game tickets are on sale now. Buy your tickets now at UtahRoyals.com or call 844-REAL-TICKS.
Hey, Benjamin, we've got a surprise for you.
What?
You have a brother. $100 bill just like you.
Hey, I'm Ben. What?
We just got him for joining America First Credit Union and opening a new checking account.
And you're going to live together at America First.
What? This is nice.
For a limited time, new members get a $100 cash bonus when they open a checking account or $50 when they open a youth checking account. So head to AmericaFirst.com and get your money working today. Membership eligibility, terms, and conditions apply. Federally insured by NCUA.
At Peach Windows and Doors, they help homeowners stay in the homes they love while upgrading to the elegance, efficiency, and natural light of today. With hundreds of 5-star Google reviews, their clients know Peach Windows and Doors deliver what they promise.
I wanted to replace standard-size French doors with a large custom sliding door. The update required checking a weight-bearing wall. Plus, I wanted a couple of different styles of windows. The new sliding door created a much brighter and open look. Peach was so helpful along the way with recommendations and ideas, and the installers were efficient and respectful of my space. I was thrilled with Peach Windows and Doors.
Give your $1 million home the $1 million feel it deserves. Don't wait on that someday project. Visit Peach Windows and Doors Salt Lake Showroom. Schedule a free in-home visit. You can also explore at peachwindowsanddoors.com or just call them at 801-566-1255. Peach Windows and Doors, where amazing home transformations begin.
The Utah Royals are turning up the heat. They're not done yet. Be there Saturday night, November 2nd, as they close the regular season at home against the Washington Spirit. This is your last chance to see the Royals in action this season. Grab your seats now at UtahRoyals.com, and let's fill the stadium with Royals pride.
97.5 KZNS FM Colville, 1280 KZNS AM Salt Lake City, and KSL FM HD2 Salt Lake City Midvale. This is 97.5, the KSL Sports Zone.